Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am the Grand Cat, and today I am going to show you how to scout an opposing team. So here we have a 9 versus 9, here is our players, our team, and here is the opponent's team. The opponents will always be ranked from highest to lowest, so this is their number 1, this is their number 2, this is their number 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 right at the bottom there, so this one's number 9. So what we want to do is we want to go over here, we're going to click on them, we're not actually going to complete the fight, doesn't matter whether we can win or lose, we're just going to look at them, and we're just going to take notes, so it doesn't matter what we use here. So level 59, and then we're going to do a second attack, also level 59. So now we're going to exit out, we're going to go over here, we're going to say that number 1, well, we don't even need to put the dot there, is level 59. Just like that. Then we're going to go back into the game. Once it loads up. And then we're going to try number 2. So let's attack number 2. And we're just going to do this for every single player, and we're going to exit out before the match actually ends. So once again, this one is level 0. We're just going to try another one, just in case that happens to be the only one they haven't charged. Nope, 2 of them are level 0, so we can presume that the rest of them are all level 0 as well. And then we go back in once again. I keep going there thinking that the game is still up, even though I know that I've closed it. So what I'm doing is what's called force closing, which means that you exit out of the game forcefully, so that the match doesn't proceed through, so it doesn't count as a win or a loss. And we're going to go into number 3, and we're just going to do this over and over and over again. So it does take a little bit of time, so level 0, but we want to do a second attack just to make sure. So I think this is a fairly easy win that we've got here. So we're going to close that, go into here, and number 3 is also level 0. And this time I remembered. And we have to do this 6 more times for number 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. There's also the possibility of other players in the team seeing what I'm doing and jumping in and helping out. So if that happens, that's okay. Another level 0. Okay, all level 0. So number 4 is, if I can type, level 0. My goodness. And this is us approaching the halfway point. Another very cool thing that you can do is, instead of everyone completing their 15 attacks, if everyone just completes 1 attack against their singular opponent, then you'll wind up with a perfect 1000 score, which is basically a way of, like, the opponent isn't able to actually get a win against you, so the opponent is guaranteed to be on a score of 0 because all of your teammates have all charged. This one's level 0 as well. And it's just a way of showing off, really. A way of styling on the opponent. Because if everyone gets 1 win in, then everyone else still gets the rewards. You don't get the rewards if you didn't actually declare an attack. Or if you didn't actually play a full game. You have to actually play a complete game and not X out like this. So we only have the 4 left to do here. And it seems that it's only player 1 that has got up to level 59 so far. Again, another level 0. Okay, that is another level 0. And of course, if you are in Soul World Order, make sure you're in your correct TBG. We have TBG 1, TBG 2 that are both for Soul World Order 1. Then we have SWO2 TBG 1 and SWO2 TBG 2. So make sure that you're not accidentally giving the wrong information to one of your other teammates' teams. This looks like another level 0. But we do have to be thorough because there is the possibility that the opponent could charge 4 cards and just leave 1 or 2 on level 0. But generally, if you check at least 2 of them, they're probably all about the same because a lot of people just tend to use the autofill function. And this is the second last one. Again, another level 0, which is very nice to see because that means that I picked a very, very easy opponent for us. It means we have less work to do. And those are all level 0s. At the end there, I just wanted to make sure that a male was also level 0 and that they hadn't just charged the first the first 4 and then left the females in level 0s. It's because we had 2 female singles. That's what I wanted to check. And the very last one, only with a score of 100. Sometimes it doesn't attack. When you click it, you have to go into there and I click the attack button, as shown. And this one looks to also be another level 0. Also level 0. So this one is 9. That is also level 0. So the way that we work this is, of course, this is a 9-person team, so that means that 3 of us will attack 3 opponents 15 times each. Well, it's only going to be 1 this time. Then the second set of 3 will attack the next set of 3, and then the last set of 3 will attack the third set of 3. So what we want to do here is, I've already written this out a long time ago. If you go up to TBG 1, you go to pins, those are the alignments for 1 through 9, there's the alignments for 1 through 10, and those are the alignments for 1 through 8. So we're just going to copy this text, and then I'm going to paste this here, and what this means is our number 1, my goodness, our number 1 is going to take on 1, 2, 3, our player 2 is going to take on 1, 2, 3, and our player 3 is going to take on 1, 2, 3, and our player 4 is going to take on 4, 5, 6, and our player 7 is going to take on 7, 8, 9, but I am going to make the executive decision for this one. So I have forgotten what number I am, so I am 8th. This is why we take the screenshot at the start of the game here. So this was me that did this. I took the screenshots at the beginning before anyone had charged, because that is the order that we are in. So the order that we are in is King BEP is number 1, Rocky Austin is 2, Camaro King is 3, Toxic Energy is 4, Kiss Death is 5, Big Boss Man is 6, Lucio is 7, and then Grand Cat is 8, and Kite Ogre is 9. So, so I don't actually write I'll attack. I write, I'm 8. I'm attacking 8 once. And that will almost certainly be toxic. And that's it. That's all you need to do. And of course, if the opponent had fully charged, then, or even if some of the opponents had fully charged, then you have to just change the icons based on what they are. So, for example, say numbers. I mean, they didn't, but say number 5, 6, 7 had fully charged, then in that case, and everyone else hadn't, then I'm just going to lower the music. Then number 1, 2, and 3 would take on 5, 6, 7, and then number 4, 5, 6 would take on 1, 2, 3 because they are the next easiest opponents, and then the last 3 players would take on the last remaining players. And it's just as simple as that. So it just so happens that number 1 happens to be the strongest, and he was also the one that charged to level 59, so that is why our strongest opponents, our strongest teammates, are against them. Now, of course, if the opponent is able to actually win any games with their level 59 team, which they shouldn't because all of our team has fully charged, as you can see, every single one of us. So if they do manage to win some games, then we might need to do more than 1,000 points because you can get upwards of 1,500 points depending on who you attack. So as you can see here, these little the little CM Punk symbols, I call them, the little fists crossed over, they will disappear eventually. But to speed up that process, you can actually just do this, click back out, go back in, and that sort of updates your server. So there we go. And you can see that there's only 3 now. So in a few seconds, those should disappear, and then we'll be able to go in and do those matches. Well, only need to do the one against Bliss Shotzi right here, who is of course level 0, but we need to just wait for that. So while we're waiting, on Ring Domination, or Road to Glory, sorry, not Ring Domination, I am right here on the Heroic upgrade. It shouldn't be that much longer to finish off. We're doing +6s at this point, because the +10s have become quite impossible. And then on Road to Glory, you can see here that you can get yourself a Braun Breaker, Paul Cruz, Matt Riddle, Miz, Piper Niven, Elton Prince, Cactus Jack, a WrestleMania Sol Ruka, which is lovely to have a female WrestleMania 39. And then Rick Boogs is going to be the featured team event. So you should, if your team is Mythic tier or higher, you should be able to get Rick Boogs. It's going to be a little bit more difficult if your team is a little bit lower ranked because you might need to drop from doing +5s or +10s, depending on what it is you're doing, whether you're using the point doublers or not, to maybe the +3s and +6s, or potentially even the +1s and 2s. I have unfortunately been on teams like that in the past. Thankfully, I'm not in one like that at the moment because I'm in Team Soul World Order. And if you want to join Team Soul World Order, all you have to do is check out the Discord in the description below and just come along and just say, hi, I was watching the Grand Cat videos. I am a fan of his. He is fantastic and very, very handsome, by the way. And I would like to join your wonderful team. And you'll be given a slot in Soul World Order 2. Then if someone gets eliminated from Soul World Order 1, then we'll bring someone from Soul World Order 2 over to this one. And as you can see here, Soul World Order 1 has 20 members, and we are very, very much into Myth++. And that's only going to continue to increase as more of the players get more of these cards. You can see there's a whole bunch of event cards and heroics and double heroics and so on and so forth. And of course, this Tiffany Stratton is my best card. The next one is the double heroic Indy Hartwell, and we will of course be getting the double heroic of Bronson Reed once we get Ring Domination from next week. So now we should be free to do this. Right, okay, well, it still says that they are locked, but I think that is a lie. I think if I go back out here and go back in and let this refresh itself, we should see that those are available to fight. As they are. So we're going to go into here. We're only going to win this one game, and then so long as everyone in the team, all 9 players, all gets one attack against each of their own respective opponents, then we will have a perfect 1000 game. So let me just increase the volume just a bit once again, now that I have essentially finished talking. And after this, that's going to end this little video. So I hope that you all enjoyed your little lesson on how to scout opponents. If you did enjoy it, please give me a like, share and subscribe. And if you are subscribed, oh, King Ben managed to make Myth Tier. If you are subscribed, make sure you click that notification icon so you can see when more of these little videos go up. And we will see you all in the next video. Goodbye, everybody. There we go.